Welcome to the Arizona State Capitol. Started construction in 1898, completed in 1901. They built this capitol here because Arizona wanted to prove themselves that they were ready for statehood. And Arizona, in fact, became a state on Valentine's Day, 1912. It was the last of the continental 48 states to become a state of the United States. Only two other states were inaugurated after that, was Alaska and Hawaii in the 1950s. On top of this state capitol building, you will see a statue. It is called the Winged Victory. Winged Victory represents the victory of humans over the desert. Then you have the Copper Dome. The Copper Dome represents the huge mining industry in Arizona, although especially copper. Copper is 10% of the production of copper of the world comes from Arizona. This next statue you see here is Lieutenant Luke Jr. After him was named Luke Air Force Base. He was a First World War hero that shot down many German planes, and just before he was supposed to come back home on his last sortie, unfortunately he got shot down and died. But in honor of him, we named Luke Air Force Base. You're probably familiar with that, in Western Phoenix. This next statue you see here is a statue commemorating all the Native American tribes in Arizona that helped with as code talkers in the Second World War. Many people might not know that during the Second World War, the Navajo, but many other tribes were used as code talkers. The Native American language was not written. There sure weren't too many nasty friends of the Native Americans, so it was pretty much impossible for them to decipher what the language was. And then on top of that, they talked in code in their language, so it was a very difficult code to break. And as far as I know, the code never was broken either by the Japanese nor the Germans. Here you can see some tree stumps. These stumps are actually not stumps, they're petrified wood. In northeastern Arizona, we have actually a national park called Petrified Forest, and that's also part of Arizona. These are old sequoia trees that have been solidified through millions of years. They in the ground, first probably in mud, and then afterwards through pressure became stone. The next thing you see here is the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell was awarded to all states that were part of the Union, states and territories that were part of the Union, at the 150th anniversary of the United States. It is the only bell. All these bells, of course, have no cracks. They were made from the same mold as the original Liberty Bell in Philadelphia. However, Philadelphia one is the only one that has cracks. And here you're supposed to see the building of the Senate and the building of the House of Representatives. And this is the state capitol. There is, by the way, also a beautiful museum inside. You can go see it with the silverware of the USS Arizona that was sunk on December 7th, 1941 in Pearl Harbor. And follow me along and I'll show you a little bit more of the memorials around the state capitol. Thank you.